Welcome back to my playthrough of Pokemon Blue. As you can see, you've caught us in a midst of a battle, of a final battle to try and catch a Weedle, which, as if any of you realised last time, we spent ages looking for and couldn't. Pretty much, I came back here, used Parasect a lot, degained 2 levels up to level 28, and we battled a huge amount of Pokemon. I'm telling you, it was silly. I'll give you the list here. So we had 5 Abra, 11 Bellsprout, 6 Pidgey, 5 Caterpie, 3 Kakuna, and 2 Metapod before we encountered 1 Weedle. This Weedle, right here. I feel like I should save, but at the same time I feel like that would also be like kind of wimping out. So, gonna have to go for it here. We finally put it to sleep with Butterfree, and we're just gonna try and catch it. So, fingers crossed. Here we go, he's asleep. Here we go, Pokeball. And it works. Sweet. So we finally caught a Weedle. Took us long enough, pretty much. But yeah. Additionally, in the last episode, we got several HMs. We got Cut from the captain of the SSN, and then we got Flash from one of Professor Oak's aides in order to help us get through the dark and dingy rock tunnel. So yeah, I think in general we're doing pretty well. I wonder if there's a way of... Okay. 15, 16, 17. Okay, so we've still got loads and loads of space. I was just checking the space in the box. I think actually is each just 20. I can't remember. But yeah, anyway, hoping one of these guys might tell me. But yeah, so yeah, we finished off the SSN, we fought our rival and won once again. And now we're going to head east of here, and we're going to head towards Lavender Town. And that's taking this route here. So we use our Farfetch'd to cut our way through, and then we meet another junior trainer who's got an Oddish. And Oddish are just bread and butter to my Parasect at the moment, as our Bellsprout. So, a really poor set of an unlucky, pairing for her and her Bellsprout. But I mean, Leech Life's only like level 20 attack, but yeah, sorry, 20 damage attack, and yet it will still defeat it because of the quadruple. But as you can see, Parasect has quickly moved up in terms of levels. It's now level 28, equal to Butterfree. Charmeleon's at 24, and Sandslash is at 23. So I'm going to move Sandslash to the front of the queue, and we're going to hopefully get some nice experience here. Another TM. And we've got another hiker. He's got a Machop. And fighting, well, doesn't matter if fighting is weak against ground because it defeats it anyway. Now Rock is weak against ground, and Onyx's ground half type won't help it, so that's handy. So we can zip up. Just realised I can't get back down that way now, which is a bit annoying, which means we have to go the long way around. But that's also what you need to do in order to meet this guy, who's a junior trainer who's got a Growlithe, which is a nice pairing for my ground type. And he's also got a Charmander, so almost perfect sort of for Sandslash. So, yeah, but I will keep walking, and this guy has finally evolved some of his bug Pokemon, and has a Beedrill, which will not like my Charmeleon, and also has another Beedrill. I thought he had a Butterfree, but nope, the 2 Beedrills, pretty much identical in terms of level, and they go down exactly the same way. Yep. Pretty much he's finally realising that bug Pokemon, but certainly these bug Pokemon at least, are not the fastest, or not the finest Pokemon to have. There's an Ether there. I'm going to do some quick battles in here just to see Just like a cut, you know, like 5 maybe, just to see what sort of Pokemon are available. We've got Spearows. We've got lots and lots of Spearows. But we've done everything we can with Spearow. We've caught one and we've traded one. Another Spearow. Wow, 4 in a row. And then finally, let's have a look. What else do we have? Another Spearow. So I guess there's nothing particularly worthwhile finding in there. So anyway, we'll keep going east. We'll find some more Pokemon some more trainers to battle. There's another hiker here who's got a Geodude. Again, same thing with Onyx. He's got a rock half type, so he's going to suffer against my ground type attacks. And same thing again, easy peasy. That works quite nicely. Us hearty guys always laugh, apparently. And we walk up here. Another bug catcher who hasn't quite conned on to the idea that there are better Pokemon than bugs. He's even got a level 20 Caterpie, which is not that useful at all, given that Caterpie cannot learn anything. Ah, but he has a Venonat. First time we've seen a Venonat. We'll have to capture one at some point, but Venonats aren't that great, to be honest. If you don't like bug Pokemon, you bug me. Well, I don't mind bug Pokemon, it's just that they're easy to battle. Got a Rattata, but again, the levels are sufficiently lower level than me that actually a lot of this is quite nice. Don't know why I tend to Parasect. Each life, 1-hit KOs, so, you know, it was a decent choice in the end. Poison is weak against ground for unknown reasons, so that works nicely. And he's got a Sandshrew. I'm just going to keep it the same. Probably should use Slash. Slash is a lot better. There we go. I am off to Rock Tunnel. And then there's another sort of small set of ground up here. We're going to do maybe 5 battles up here, see what's up. Sanchez is level 26, which is good. 2 Sandshrew, which we already have, obviously. Another Sandshrew. So it's 4. And then a Rattata. So again, nothing too interesting to be found in amongst there. So we keep heading up. We got another hiker. Probably got the same problem. But they do love their Geodudes, and Geodudes do love to die to my attacks. Got a Machop. Machop won't survive, and they have another Geodude. So yeah, not that interesting. Again, you know, sort of once you sort of get the right types for each sort of trainer, the battles do sort of roll into one. The junior trainer, she's got a Meowth. Something different. Sort of Charmeleon just for a bit of difference. Got Payday, which is nice for me because it means when I win I get extra money, if I remember correctly. So I get 460 and I picked up 92 quid. So yeah, 92. So yeah, obviously if we had a Pokemon that could surf, we could surf down to Fuchsia City, but unfortunately we don't. But we meet our first Voltorb of the game. And that was nice. If we now use Butterfree and Sleep Powder, we can use Pokeball and Capture. So Quarter Voltorb. Another new Pokemon to capture. Got no PP on Dig, which is a bit of a pity. Any PP ups I might do. Do we want Poison Sting? Let's have a look. Probably better than Scratch. Just because I got Slash, and Slash is essentially Scratch, but much better, you know, better damage essentially. So, never know. Could be useful. Don't know. See what poison is strong against grass and bug types. The wild sandshrew. So yeah, again, I suppose Voltorb was the only interesting new Pokemon to be found there. So we keep going. Is it through this girl down here? Is another decent battle? I think she's got so she's lost every time she's gone to a gym, which isn't a good sign for her. So her level 20 Pikachu should be able to defeat the water gym, you'd have thought. And she's got a Clefairy, which I'll battle with my Charmeleon. He's very, well, to become fairy types as they were, they're often sort of, they're often like really heavy in terms of like HP. They have lots of HP. Useless Nugget for 5,000. Ghosts haunt Lavender Town. Yeah, and pretty much the definition of what, you know, the elemental idea is. We enter, as you can see the walls quite clearly, but we will use Jigglypuff, we will use Flash, and then everything is, you can see, Zubats. And so, meet our first set of Pokemaniacs. They have a variety of different Pokemon. Obviously this guy's got a Cubone, a ground type, and he's got a Slowpoke, which is water psychic, so I will use Parasect to destroy his psychic side. There we go, easy peasy. And then if we keep moving up, we got a Geodude. Geodude's not that difficult. You know, they're even weak. They tend to be even weaker than the ones that you meet in the trainer battles, so again, nothing really to worry about. Another Pokemaniac who draws Pokemon when he's at home. And Pokemaniacs do tend to have, for some reason they tend to have Slowpokes in this area. Again, Leech Life will essentially, yeah, there we go. So, you know, sort of like the health that he takes away with his attacks I get back when I use Leech Life, and so it's pretty effective. Yeah, so we're just going to zip through this area as fast as possible. Not that big a fan of Rock Tunnel, so we'll just try and get out of here pretty quickly. And she will fight us. She's got Grass Poison, so it'll be super effective. And I can do the same with Bulbasaur, which is the same type, so yeah. So that worked out quite nicely. She says she doesn't like big Pokemon. Got a Pokemaniac, he's got a Charmander, Unlucky Son, and he's got a Cubone. Just use Butterfree just for... See, Butterfree is for flying, so Cubone's Bone Club won't actually hit me because it's ground. Usually I end up sort of racing through the last bits of Rock Tunnel just because, you know, you end up low on PP or just like different. But I mean, like, you know, these guys have all got Pokemon which are ideal for my types. It seems pretty... This guy as well, you know, again, similar types. Easy peasy, and he's got an Onix. Pretty sure we've had a Machop and an Onix before. I think, you know, I think it's stuff like that which, you know, the hacks which I've played tend to do really, really well at is actually, you know, give you lots of different Pokemon to capture. I haven't caught an Onix before, so we will use Sleep Powder, get him asleep, and start chucking Pokeballs. Sweet, only takes one. It was transferred to Bill's PC, so that works quite nicely. Another Zubat. These Zubats are weak enough that I can just slash them away, as you've been seeing. This guy's got a Geodude, which would dig, and he's got a Machop, which will confuse. Easy peasy. I'm just going to keep it like this because I don't see why not. And almost perfect in a way. Use Parasect. See what Leech Life does. Doesn't do that much. And I didn't think that would be super effective. They should probably get out of this. We'll use Sun. So no PP left on Dig, which is a bit annoying. I might use, I think I've got a Max Ether, so I might use that. Especially because these guys are obviously resistant to, well, rock Pokemon are resistant to normal attacks, so we'll find that Max. We've got an Ether, so we'll use an Ether. This guy's got an Onix, use Dig, boom. He's got another Onix, Dig. He's got a Geodude, so, you know, again, all Pokemon that we've seen before, all Pokemon that, you know, Dig will just destroy, easy peasy. This, another Hiker, another Geodude. Oh, he exploded on me, and it didn't work out well for him. And it really didn't work out well for him by exploding. He just gave his Grappler a unfortunate hit from my Dig attack, so not great strategy there, shown by the Hiker. Another Onix. I might start running from these battles just because they're annoying. This is when, like, you know, having the repels is actually kind of useful when you just don't want to be doing all these battles. I'll do stuff which I can kill without using Dig, but the fact I've got limited PP just means it's a lot easier. She's got a Jigglypuff. Slash. Sweet. Crit. Crit kills it. Pidgey. And you start leveling up Charmeleon some more because he's actually getting kind of left behind at the moment, but obviously, you know, rock ground Pokemon is sort of like the least useful pairing for Charmeleon. So we'll just we'll keep it as best as we can. We've got a wild chop, so, and typically my slash one hit KOs it. And another one, good. We'll use Poison Sting a few times. It does poison them. We'll just sort of, I'm using Sand Attack here just so he doesn't hit me, and now he's so low, hopefully, nope, it doesn't work. And gotta hope, yes, there we go. And we won't give a name to Machop, so that's another, so a couple new Pokemon we found in Rock Tunnel, an Onix and a Machop. But they just keep loving their Geodudes over and over again. Oh, and a Grappler. So, you know, just an evolved Geodude. Easy peasy. Yeah, I'm low on PP on both my attacks now, which is a bit annoying. Then this guy is a Pokemaniac who's got a Slowpoke. So we will use Parasect, Fusion, we'll use Leech Life. Yeah, I'm taking off half his health from one each hit, so that's good. Yeah, this is working very nicely at the moment. Another Slowpoke, we'll just Leech Life it, and Leech Life once more. Easy peasy. good news, you could use Parasec's Leech Life to destroy some Slowpokes. Anyway, so keep going down. We've got Bellsprout, which is sort of perfect for Parasect. Only got one left though of those, so I guess that was the last one. Use Ember. Good. Burn will help. Just, you know, take off some health each time. And then this person has got lots of Pokemon. She's got a Pidgey. And I have no PP left for Slash, which is annoying. So we use Poison Sting. Got lucky there. Use Butterfree now. We'll just use Butterfree as much as possible, just because I think, you know, I'm running low on on PP and health on some of my Pokemon. Should really be using Charmeleon a lot more. I won't change for Bellsprout. You see, that's the issue, you know, by having Ember. The problem with Ember is that Ember does so little damage at the moment that it becomes quite dangerous sort of keeping with Charmeleon. Because, I mean, like, even there it had type advantage over Bellsprout, but because I only had Ember to use that type advantage with, it just does barely anything. That's not going to be very effective. No point in doing that battle. This girl, she's got a Meowth. I thought I'd use Dig, why not? Yeah, type advantage here. Although he's poisoned me, which is a bit of a you know, it's an annoying thing to do. We'll Ember them, and yep, another one down. You can use the antidote to Charmeleon, and then I think we're pretty much going to be able to get out. So I've done Rock Tunnel, all of Rock Tunnel in one episode, which I wasn't sure I would be able to do. So there's a few battles here. There's a Max Ether if you search that sort of rock thing, and I'm not going to do any of the battles just because I can get some PP back. The nice thing is now I can deposit. Okay, well, the box is full of Pokemon, so we're going to change to 2, and then we're going to deposit Jigglypuff because literally it's the only reason you have Flash in the whole game is just for that. They talk about the ghosts in the Pokemon Tower here in Lavender Town. If you say yes, she says, so there are believers. If you say no, she says, I guess not. That white hand on your shoulder, it's not real. May the souls of Pokemon rest easy, Pokemon Tower. And Lavender Town, the noble purple town. Pokemart. This guy's looking for X Special, which is obviously like essentially just for specifically yeah, it works in one battle. This is the Name Rater, who allows you to change the names of your Pokemon. I might do that just because it depends if I can be bothered to try and come up with you know, a decent name. The Gravesite Pokemon Memorial Services. Wondering where this Mr. Fuji is, who is there sort of need to be worried about. He's really kind. He looks after abandoned and orphaned Pokemon. So yeah, I mean, we're near the end, I think, nearing the end of my time as well, so we're just going to do a few more battles, the remaining battles up here, and then I think we'll stop. So, we've got Cubone, which dies with a single slash, and he's got a Slowpoke, which will die. With some Leech Lives. Disables, you know, more of an inconvenience than an actual serious threat to anything. I'm going to put Charmeleon at the front because he does need the most help. So she's got a Pidgey. to level 27, which is good. And she's got a Pidgeotto, who's been burned. And they faint, good. There should be a pink one with a floral pattern. It's just like, you know, not stereotypical at all. A Geodude, obviously we don't really want to be fighting Geodudes with Charmander. Charmeleon. I forget Rock Throw is super effective because it's rock against flying, so yeah. This guy and then this guy as well, who's another hiker, so we can expect more of the same really. We'll go back to Butterfree. But obviously he gets a crit. Just to, you know, ruin it for everyone else. Yeah, that's not gonna work, so let's just use Dig. Easy peasy. And then he gets a Graveler, and we use Dig again. So Sandslash has gained a lot of levels this episode. And the rest sort of... So look down, we're in Lavender Town, we've got 27, 29, 32, 29, which is not bad. Not even thinking about the remaining Pokemon I might be getting. But yeah, so we'll leave it here. I hope to see you next time on my playthrough of Pokemon Blue.